I was raised down in Salem, Oregon, where my father was actually born, and we moved up there from Northern California, and I lived my life down there. Just simple family guy, one brother, two sisters, father and a mother. I was not athletic growing up whatsoever. I was the 140-pound, huge, thick glasses, just read my comic books and everything, didn't compete in any sports whatsoever. With my little girl, when I knew that this was gonna be the path that my life was gonna take, and she would run up to me and ask me to pick her up, and I'd get down on a knee and I'd say, well, Daddy can't right now. It's not right for a little girl not to be carried around by her father. I just couldn't see living my life that way, and it was decided that I needed to have something done to take care of this. I can tell people now that are looking forward to it that, it's just a speed bump in the road of life. You get through this and you move on, and my daughter's always crawling all over me, jumping all over me. And to have that back in my life again is just so rewarding. Being able to be a part of the family that is NuVasive for me has just been incredible. And the ability to touch people and direct them to something that's gonna change their life for the better is just so rewarding. And I meet people now that had back surgery the old-fashioned way, and I hear the horror stories of their recovery in the hospital for 3 weeks, wearing a truss for 2 months, unable to return to their normal life for a few years. That just breaks my heart. And then I'll get a phone call from somebody asking me where to go, and I'll send them to NuVasive, and then they're back on track right away. And it's just so rewarding to know that now I'm able to impact people in that way and really kind of pay it forward and help people out in the same way that I've been helped.
I also know just a little bit about being on a team and how great it is when everyone works together and creates a winning strategy. I just want to say what a great team ResMed has in folks like you, and what a fantastic opportunity we all have here to create a game changer. A little over 2.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. Like most people, I was given a pat on the back, a little bit of encouragement, and sent on my merry way. Well, needless to say, my learning curve was pretty steep, and after about 2 weeks, my machine ended up in the closet. I first learned about sleep apnea when a former teammate of mine, defensive end Hall of Famer Reggie White, died a premature death due to complications from untreated sleep apnea. It was hard for me to become compliant. That was until I met Susie Justice. Susie's a support specialist for ResMed, and she changed my life. Now, I've been coached by some great ones now. Lou Holtz in college at Notre Dame, Mike Holmgren for the Green Bay Packers when we won the Super Bowl, and those men had a profound effect on my life. But none of them was able to do what Susie was able to do. Susie saved my life.
Tariq was my son. He was a student at San Diego State University and worked as a pizza delivery man on Fridays and Saturdays. It was a college job. And he was lured to a bogus address in North Park, not far from where he went to school. He was accosted by a group of 4 youth gang members, and a 14-year-old shot and killed him over a lousy pizza at the age of 20. 9 months after Tariq died, I founded the Tariq Khamisa Foundation, and our mission is to stop kids from killing kids by breaking the cycle of youth violence.
I'd love to hear your story in terms of how the pain initiates and what some of the steps were prior to you going into surgery.
Pat, my spine problems started when I was 21 years old and I was a senior at UCLA. It was January 7th, 1974, 36 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed, 36 years ago. We had such a great team at UCLA. We had never lost a game when I was there. And we had won all our games in high school as well, here in San Diego. And we had a beautiful team with the best coach in Johnny Wooden. It was all better than perfect. And I was high above the basket for a play, and this criminal, this thug, this infidel, he came from the weak side and just took my legs out from underneath me and flipped me over, and I smashed down on the ground on a tartan floor. And I cracked 2 bones in my back, and things were never the same again, Pat. For the last 39 years, I've been on the road. And when I was flying back and forth all the time, I started to develop this ever-increasing pain coming down my legs. And until you've had the nerve pain, you really have no idea what the patient goes through. I had it all. I was on top of the world. I had the most perfect life, the most perfect job, incredible family. It was all right there, everything. And then on the ground, can't move, can't get comfortable, the pain won't go away, and I lost everything. I had no idea that one person could hurt that much.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea how bad that pain is. And it is just so debilitating. It destroys everything in your life. It destroys you physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically. It breaks you, and you're on the ground, and there's tears streaming down your face, and there's nothing you can do, and it breaks your family. I was standing on the edge of the bridge, looking down, making the decision that it was better to jump than to turn back to the life that I had.
At the risk of sounding overly dramatic, this has changed my life because I was facing losing everything I hold dear, and I am still driving. Recently passed the driving test, the vision test. I'm still working full-time, a normal sighted job. I wouldn't be having the life today that I'm having if I hadn't started doing this. I'm absolutely convinced of that. So I am immensely grateful.
Thank you, Jerry, and welcome to the Rose Bowl. The grand old lady, as you can see behind me, is getting all gussied up. New buildings, getting bigger, getting more efficient, more comfortable, and more folks would like to be coming to the place we call the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl.
Hello friends, Jim Nance here. At Summer's End, on majestic grounds, a gathering unlike any other commences to begin a second decade of service to a community that has enriched the lives of so many. It's The Legacy, a golf event founded on the principles of building relationships and providing hope. Led by a reluctant hero, a former professional football player who, by his own admission, is lucky to be alive after a life-threatening illness found him at death's door.
Hello friends, Jim Nance of CBS Sports, and I just want to pause for a minute here and thank Rolf Benirschke on this very special occasion. I know this is the 8th annual Golf Invitational, raising some great money for the community. You are such a giver, Rolf, and I'm just so proud to be your friend.
To date, The Legacy has quietly raised over $3 million for the San Diego community. Thousands of people, adults and children, have benefited from your support in so many ways. We sincerely thank each of you for helping us leave this legacy in San Diego. Tonight, we celebrate 10 years of friends helping friends. Enjoy the fellowship and the great golf tradition that is The Legacy.